You guys, we have a problem. Not, hold on.
Not the problem.
This is the
Could
problem.
they view our Zoom video?
This is the problem.
No, I had to,
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Mrs. Cham is okay, in case you were wondering. But that was a tire that I came in and it was blocking my door, and they were going to mow today, so I think that the lawnmower guy locked me in my room. That, or the praying mantis locked me in here because he was tired of my shenanigans. But welcome to class this week. Very quickly, this should not take us long, but it's going to get you started so you come into class with the information that you need. Okay, so this week's discussion is going to revolve around what environmental biology actually is, not what we're doing in the class, but what it actually is. Ooh, okay, well maybe that can make you see me better. Okay, so what environmental biology actually is, but one of the main things you guys need to know before you do that is the difference between living and non-living. And this is review. You learn this in biology. I know you learn this in biology. In environmental biology, we're gonna call it biotic and abiotic. And that's part of your assignment. You're gonna see that when you click over on the assignment, that you're gonna define both of those words to help you. So I don't wanna steal all of the excitement away from you Googling the definition of something. But we'll talk non-living and living right now, and then we'll throw those words in when we come in on Tuesday. Living and non-living, you learned about in biology. If you had certain biology teachers, they started with something called sewer lice. We're gonna discuss that on Tuesday too, but if you remember correctly, they were the little things that were on the projector and they're moving all around and bubbling up and doing all this thing. And then you went into discussion about the characteristics of living things. So there are 8 characteristics of living things. In order for something to be called living, it has to have all 8 of those characteristics. Good? So the 8 characteristics of living things start with, they have to have cells, basically. Okay, there's a structure to them, but they have cells. So it has to be made of cells to be a living thing. Good? They have to reproduce in some form. Okay, so made of cells, reproduced. They have to have a metabolism, which means they have to intake nutrients and use them for energy. So they have to have a metabolism. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. Made of cells, reproduce, intake nutrients, so metabolism. They have to have undergo homeostasis, which if you remember, that's going to be when they regulate their body. It has to have DNA, so it has to have hereditary component to it. I guess RNA can work on some parts, but DNA. We have to respond to stimuli. So a stimulus is going to be a poke or a touch or light. It has to be able to respond to some form of disruption in its life. So respond to stimuli. They have to be able to grow and or develop. And then finally, it has to be able to adapt. Okay, basically evolution. It has to be able to have adaptation through evolution. So I'm going to go through these again. So made of cells, be able to reproduce, metabolism, homeostasis, made of DNA, hereditary, respond to stimuli, they have to have growth and development, and they have to be able to adapt through evolution. So part of your assignment, if you look at your worksheet, is you are going to come up with a mnemonic device to remember those things. Okay? So a mnemonic device is when you put the letters in order, and then, or in any order you want to, and then you're going to come up with a saying to help you remember each of those. So for example, the mnemonic device that we used for kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species would be King Philip came over for a great spaghetti. So we know it goes kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, because we can remember king, K, kingdom, Philip, P, phylum, and you go down that way. Okay? If you need help on mnemonic devices, you can ask me on Tuesday. It's not due until Tuesday night, so we can kind of work through that. But I'm going to put that in your assignment so you can see what I'm talking about there too. So that's part 1 of your assignment. Part 2 is you are going to make a list of abiotic and biotic things, and you'll see that too. It's very simple, very easy. So we're going into what makes something living what is a living thing versus a non-living thing, 8 characteristics of living, or 8 characteristics, traits, or qualities of living things. And that will start us for our week. If you guys have any questions, please ask. Make sure you start your assignment so you know what you're doing. And shoot me a message on Band if you need me. Okay? I'll try not to get locked in my room anymore, but I think they might be out to get me. Have a good weekend, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.